The Dragon and the Cloud. Long ago, high atop a towering mountain, there lived a wise dragon who was one of the last of her kind. Each day, she would leave her cave and make her way down the mountain to a clearing where people from all around the land would come to seek her wisdom. Currently, the wise dragon had a young apprentice who would show up every day to learn from her. On this particular day, the wise dragon looked at her apprentice and said, "I have a test for you. Are you ready?" The young dragon eagerly replied, "Yes, master, I am ready." The wise dragon then pointed to the sky. "Do you see that cloud lingering there? I want you to make it disappear." The young dragon thought for a moment and replied, "Yes, master, I think I can do that." The wise dragon smiled and said, "I will be taking a nap under that large tree over there. When I rise, we'll see how you've done." The young dragon thought back on all the lessons his master had taught him and remembered one about visualization. He closed his eyes and imagined fiery arrows striking the cloud, making it heat up and rain. He slowly opened his eyes to see nothing had happened. Next, the young dragon thought back to a lesson on how we are all connected, even to the spirits of nature. He tried singing to the wind, "Great sister spirit, the breath of the sky, hear my cry. Please grant your gift so the wind may blow. With your grace and guidance, let it go. So please take this cloud away from here. Bring your light and make it clear. Great sister spirit, the breath of the sky, deliverer of creation, hear my cry." But still, nothing happened. Frustrated with this, he flew up to the cloud, and with all his might flapped his massive wings, creating gust after gust of powerful blasts. But try as he might, the cloud remained stubbornly in sight, determined not to give up that easily. He tried using his fire breath to heat the cloud and make it rain. He began to gather the flammable liquids from his stomach into his mouth, combining them with oxygen to ignite a huge wave of fiery breath upon the cloud. To his delight, the cloud began shrinking, but in the time it took him to gather a second breath, the cloud regrew into its original size. So, with his last bit of effort, he tried to tear the cloud apart by diving his body through it while landing. When he looked up, he saw the hole his body had made was already sealing back up, and the cloud looked even stronger. After resting a moment back on the ground, he was feeling defeated and couldn't think of any new ideas. He knew the cloud would be still there when his master awoke. Soon, the wise dragon awoke, looked at her apprentice, and said, "I see that the cloud is still there." The young dragon hung his head, face covered in defeat. "I am sorry to have failed you, master. I tried everything I could think of, but I couldn't make it disappear." The old wise dragon smiled and spoke. "Do you see the lake down there in the valley where the deer drink in the morning and the fish swim all day?" The young dragon, with a puzzled look, asked, "Master, are you hungry? Do you want me to get you some fish?" To this, the master replied with a chuckle, "No, young one, I'm not hungry." "But look up to the sky. What do you see?" The young dragon looked up to see a clear, beautiful sky, not a cloud in sight. "Master, what happened to the cloud?" The old dragon replied, "The cloud did what all clouds do. It was only temporary, as are all things. It is best not to dwell on things we do not want to hang around. It served its purpose and has now gone to join the lake and ground. It is on this day we have learned a valuable lesson." Sometimes, by trying to force things away, we only make them stronger. If you want something to disappear, you must not focus one's energy on it. Simply ignore it, and in time it will go away. Only then will you see the change you desire. The end.